exactly 2.2 gallons per minute. That is what the La Plata County Planning and Building Department has to have for 8 hours long, with up to a 4-hour recovery, depending on how the well's doing, to make sure that the aquifer can support enough water for like another little tiny home on the property. All right, so you want 2.2 gallons a minute. All right, I took the time and measured the bucket and got 2.2 and designated it perfectly. And so here we are, and here's the well, and we've got the water level meter set up and built this little bracket a while back, and it just makes everything handy. Holds the water level meter real nicely. And then in this well, one of the things that we've been doing is installing a sounder tube to where it's 3/4 inch PVC pipe. And you can see, maybe right there, you can see the 3/4 inch pipe that the water level meter probe is inside of. Well, why do we want that? And that's so that we can accurately measure the pumping level forever on without having to fight through trying to get the water level meter to not sound off on cascading water. So what we've got now is just a very simple way, and it just makes the reading just beautifully, and it's just open and shut. I mean, it's not, we all know what water level meters, what a fight it is to try to get a water level meter to not sound off when there's water coming on top of us. Well, we've got water coming down the hole in this secondary tube. Now, this hydrant is on, of course, and then I've got a little splitter right here to where this pipe goes back and dumps the majority of the water from this 1-horse 10-gallon minute pump that's set about 200 feet deep, and dumps the water back into the well. And then there's this piping here that goes out, and the very carefully regulated 2.2 gallons a minute. So there's kind of an industry argument over a pump runs cooler supposedly if it runs at a higher pressure because it's pushing less water. Okay, but there's also friction in the impellers when that water's held back. So my, right or wrong, my rule of thumb over the last 30 some years has been to always try to run a pump in the center of its curve. Now, in this situation, what I've got is probably about 10 gallons a minute or so going back into the well, and then just have the 2.2 gallons a minute coming out here, and it just makes it easy on the pump. The impellers aren't running at a high pressure. And there's one more thing. How do you perfectly regulate 2.2 gallons a minute? Well, the easier way to regulate this is by opening or shutting that little this little lever right here for more or less water going down the hole, and then it adjusts the small amount of 2.2 gallons a minute just perfectly. So anyway, get to sit here all day long. At least it's a beautiful area, and then the generator's running on the truck, and this is an 8-hour well test. Bureaucracy strikes again.